For the subject of our next story, the Bluff City's not only her home, but part of the secret to her success as a full-time artist and gallery owner. Laura Faber heads to Memphis to see the beautiful watercolor work of Whitney Winkler.
So we are at Whitney Winkler Art Studio and Shop. It is my retail space where I can share my art with people that walk through the doors and work at the same time.
You won't find an easel inside the studio of Memphis artist Whitney Winkler.
I usually say I'm an artist and I specialize in fine art, prints, textiles, and like functional art, useful art.
Because she uses a lot of water when creating, she works best on flat surfaces. The result is works of art that are fluid and dreamy with gorgeous palettes of color.
So I started in watercolor, any fluid paints. So I love watercolor, I love fluid acrylic. It's basically just, it's acrylic that's not thicker, you know what I'm saying? Ink, all of those are really my faves. I do a lot of mixed media work, so I've started adding some oil pastels and some gold leafing to my stuff. I use graphite. I really have fun with a lot of mediums, but the base of everything I do is like a fluid painting.
Whitney started painting when her children were newborns and she needed an escape. While she's always been creative, she is self-taught.
I really don't love to look at a lot of technique either because I feel like it's not really my personality to like read directions. For me, the reason I've been able to branch out in so many ways is I don't have a lot of inhibition or a lot of fear surrounding, like I'm okay to fail and I throw away a lot of paintings.
Whitney branched out into textiles after a suggestion from a customer.
So often the things I create are things that they asked for. Are like, especially once I started to make the textiles, they were like, do you have this? And I'm like, no, but let's do it. So listening to them, responding to what they're asking for, but still getting to do that with my own creative license. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm sacrificing creativity to do that. When scrunchies came back in, somebody was asking for scrunchies and we were like, but now I'm like, I can't imagine life without scrunchies.
Charlotte Turtle, the graphic designer for the team, turns Whitney's artistry into a printable pattern for fabric.
So I take Whitney's paintings and scan them in high resolution, and then I take almost like scissors, cut out each piece of the design and lay it out into a pattern so that the fabric is repeating so our seamstresses can make something from that.
The team also includes several seamstresses. They take the textile patterns and create what customers want and original products too. Today, bows are on the agenda with Whitney's pattern.
Probably the biggest corporate collaboration that Whitney has had so far has been with international retailer Anthropologie. They asked her to create a pattern for their travel collection, a clutch, a passport holder, and this luggage tag. They also love her designs of states. They asked her to do a print for the state of Texas, California, and New York, which they eventually put on coffee mugs.
Price point is top of mind for Whitney. If it's not affordable, she and her team don't make it. She is known for her beautiful prints of states, cities, and stadiums, her textiles, and the flecks of gold in everything.
We still add gold by hand to every print. So every last print that comes out of the studio is embellished with, so it has that hand added touch to it. And so I think people, like, they're getting something at a great price point, but that's something that's still really special.
She does commission work, sells online and out of her gallery, a space that also features work from other local artists.
I have a passion for lifting up other small businesses. So a huge vision of this shop going forward was, it was never just gonna be me. Like, I always wanted to grow and include small businesses because I know just as much as the next person in this world, like, it is everything to be represented. So it's just a joy for me to buy these products. I own all of these products. I don't put the risk on them. I put the risk on myself. It's a joy to me to support them and to say, you know, I want to represent you in whatever small way that I can.
Like most working artists who are able to make a living by creating, Whitney is grateful and credits two things for her success.
Absolutely, I'm so grateful. Honestly, I credit Memphis for being like this. I gotta talk Memphis up because Memphis is a city that is ready to rally around good things. Like it is a great place to come and live and start a business, and people are excited to cheer you on. And I don't know that this would have worked in a different city. Delegating and letting other women run with what they're good at and not putting that all on myself, it's exponential. Like, because then it kicks me back to be able to paint and create and be the visionary. And so those two things, I am so grateful. Memphis and then my team, it's delightful.